All right, and here we are for the inaugural stream of Pokemon Legends Arceus on Emmen Place. Time it's going to be me, Hussein, and it's going to be Mooney with me this time. Hi
Yeah,
guys.
hi. Pretty excited to play Pokemon Arceus with you guys and to see you go through it for the first time, Tasin.
I am very excited. This is the one game I have been looking
Pokemon
forward
Arceus with
to.
you guys.
Yeah, very long time.
I see. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about your expectations regarding the game? Let's start with something really basic. Pokemon Legends Arceus. What's going on there? Like, how do you pronounce it?
I honestly think it's pronounced Arceus, but I've seen some people, like I've heard some people say it's Arceus. So honestly, I'm not too sure about the pronunciation, but it's oh, it's
All
12.
right. If you are ready, then I am ready as well.
Uh, hey, 12:01
Okay.
should be ready. Come on, you cannot play it yet. Come on, Nintendo,
I
don't.
guess we have to wait a few minutes. So in the meantime, how about you tell me about your history with the Pokemon games, scene, and I'll tell you a little bit about mine as well.
Oh, that's an interesting. I've started actually Pokemon with the first gen with Pokemon Red and Blue, I think. That was back in the day, you had this little Game Boy Advanced. I think the initial one didn't even have the color. So me and my cousins, we had one Game Boy and we had Pokemon this game and had to share between each of us. Good times. That's how we started Pokemon back in the day, and now I've been slowly playing more of a casual Pokemon player. But recently, I've been spending more and more time in Pokemon Sword and using Pokemon Home in order to import some of the Pokemon from other regions and other games as well. So, like, if there's a big release, let's say if there's a big release for me out there that I'm invested in, like, if a Pokemon game is announced, then no, you have to buy.
All right. Well, that is the reason why you're a guy for taking a tour through this region. In my case, I got my start with Pokemon Silver, which is for the Game Boy Advance, right?
Yeah.
So it was already in color by the time I got my hands on it. But it was a really fun experience. I had never experienced a JRPG, which allows you basically to have so many characters and just swap them out and teach them different moves and to kind of build your own party, in this specific way.
Uh-huh.
And it was really cool to be able to experience that.
Yeah, and you've played a little bit of Pokemon Sword, I think, but you
Played a little bit of
oh, I
Pokemon
think
Sword.
there's a bit of
Oh yeah, there's an echo. Don't worry, I got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
All
So
right, yes, I
what
did
wa-
play a little bit of Pokemon Sword, but I'm all in for this one. It looks to be the most different, the most unique one. Is it available yet?
oh, let's see again on Nintendo. Hey, why do you need to check the internet?
Okay, so I guess we still need to give it a few minutes, right?
Yeah, probably. We'll this is the first time they actually you know really trying something new with the Pokemon series, guys, with open
That
world and everything.
yeah, open world, being able to have like active combat, right?
Yeah, yeah. This is
This is
like
something a lot of fans have been saying, hey, why don't you guys do this for a long time? So they started with this game.
yeah,
What are your thoughts on this shift, Dasin?
it's a really welcome change because the formula was it was getting a bit repetitive, and with Pokemon Sword and Shield as well, that was one of the major criticisms faced by Nintendo because players were just too tired of the same old formula. And I think even when Pokemon Sword and Shield was in development, I think Arceus was also in parallelly in development as well, because
Hmm.
looking at the size of this game and the scope of this game, it is going to be on a grand scale. And speaking of the size of this game, I've actually only throw me like a guess of how much do you think it.
Let's see. I'm gonna say that this one has to be at least the same size as the map of Sword and Shield. What am I? Am I close?
Oh yeah, I'm talking about this the game size of
Oh,
the
the
yeah.
total GB amount. Okay, so this is a Nintendo Switch game, and it's supposed to have pretty decent graphics. So I'm gonna say that it's about 15 to 16 GB because I think that's what The Witcher 3 is, and that's like my benchmark for a big game on the Switch.
That
15 GB. That's my guess.
that was like the biggest game in the Nintendo Switch as well, right? The Witcher 3 with 15
One
GB.
of the biggest for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Pokemon Legends is actually 13 GB. So
So it's that's really great. But that also means that it is considered to be something of a larger game. I'm looking forward to kind of seeing whether like a lot of this space is well to see what this space is used for. Is it just a graphical upgrade? Do we have some really good systems working underneath it? It'll be interesting to see.
looking at the previews, it looks like the whole open world thing, and with Pokemon that can really attack you in the open world, and you can dodge and play in real time, you know, and it looks like a more turn-based JRPG if you really think about it, like the recent Final Fantasy VII remake, the whole battle system.
So it is kind of like you can run around, but sometimes you can go into the turn-based menu where things slow down a little bit. I think that was a pretty nice balance overall.
Yeah, I agree. And oh, but okay, yeah. Almost six. Yeah, about to. Oh, good.
How strange.
Yeah,
All right. So while we are waiting, I want to talk about something related to the game. So, according to what I've been able to dig up, this game takes place in the Hisui region, right? Which
yeah.
is supposed to be the Sinnoh region, but in the past, right?
Mm-hmm.
And being a little curious about where the name comes from, I did a little Googling and here's what I found, right? So, the word Hisui may be derived from the Japanese word for jade, that like greenish stone, or the Japanese word for arcane, as in magic, right? And a lot of people seem to think that it is the latter because Sino, that word means mysterious, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, so the word magic or arcane tying with the word mysterious kind of goes well a little bit together. So maybe I guess the name is given to this region, and also like this region is featured in this game because the developers want it to be like a little bit more mysterious and more magical in a certain
yeah,
sense.
yeah. And one of the things that I've noticed about Pokemon Arceus is that um, if you, I think you're a big One Piece guy, right? You remember Wano? The
I do.
Yeah, it looks like Wano when that entire feel of that arc, it's very much Japanese inspired. Like everything looks very cool. I
Traditional
think,
Japanese look.
yeah, I think this game with the Hisui region has that same feel.
I do agree, and I feel like it is a really nice how to say throwback to Sinnoh, but not really because it is technically a new region, right? In a certain sense, it's just that it's supposed to be Sinnoh in the past. I wonder how much overlap there will be between the two.
Um, you mean as in like how
In
long
terms of
ago
the
this was?
geography, like will we
Oh,
be seeing the same mountains? That do the same caves exist? That kind of thing.
oh, that's actually an interesting question. I wonder if there's gonna be like some ancient mountains that you will be able to spot in you know, in reference to some legendary Pokemon, this makes the lore actually kind of pretty cool now.
Yeah, I'm pretty curious myself. I want to also know, like, how many Pokemon can we find in this? Because, I mean, it's obviously going to be impossible to bring them all, but I'm pretty sure that there's going to be a healthy supply, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, there's eventually. I mean, the Twitch and sorry, the Pokemon Home integration is going to come, and with that, we will be able to import more Pokemon to the game as well.
I hope so. It would be really good to see our favorites in something like this. Oh, so how is it coming along? Is it, are they allowing you to play your game yet?
Let's see. It is solving us a bone here. Come on, man. I wonder if we've actually calculated the time wrong for this one. Why not?
Hmm.
Why not do a Pokemon Sword stream, huh? We can
Uh,
do.
you do have like a save that's a little bit advanced, right? Like, yeah, let's give it a try while we wait for Arceus to load. We'll just check back again in a few minutes
Yeah, let's.
and see how
Okay.
it goes.
Okay. I actually have. Oh, by the way, if anyone of you want to avoid spoilers for Pokemon Sword and Shield, this is probably the time to drop out because this is a post game, extreme post game. Like even after
Really?
the yeah
Why don't you start a new game then, Tasin? You know, like at this point, oh wait, you can't start a new game without a like different ID, right?
yeah. It has this thing where you can only play once per ID. Uh,
Like,
Mooney, are you able to see the chat on the Twitch?
I am, yes.
Oh, okay, all right. Is there anyone there?
Yes, there are a few. There's our moderator and
Oh,
Aminte is hi.
okay. Hello, Aminte. Aminte is also one of the guys who's really excited for Pokemon Arceus.
I hope you get to have your game real soon, my friend. It
Yeah.
looks to be awesome.
Yeah, me too. How's my audio? Is the game audio too loud or is it fine?
It's okay on my end.
All right, then let's go. Mooney, I'll show you something cool. Look at this. Look at this pose.
That's awesome. I thought he would like, I don't know, do like a, I don't know, like a dizzy animation, but that is way better.
Yeah.
So how many of them have you got? Like, how's your Pokedex completion right now?
I'm actually only about, I think, 10 or 15 Pokemon behind the global Pokedex. So, if you want to look at my legendaries here, there.
Yeah, while we are talking about Pokemon's, Skewer Star has a really good point. They say, man, they really need to fix that. Like, at least have 3 save slots per profile or something. And I absolutely,
I agree.
I think that it would be really cool to have 3 at the very least, because then you can have 3 playthroughs with the 3 different starters and just have different experiences. I think that would be really dope.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, we've had one save slot since what, Pokemon Red, and I
Yeah.
don't really understand why it's supposed to be there. Is it supposed to connect you more to the game or something? Because I don't know about you, Tasin, but I would connect more if I could play more of it in different ways. Like if I
True.
didn't have to restart the game to run a different build, you know?
True. I agree with you. But I think for here, like Nintendo has this thing where it's your Nintendo account connected to your Switch, and that in turn connects to the game. There was some, with Animal Crossing, this issue was surfaced when they started complaining because you can have many players in your Nintendo Switch, right? You can have up to like
Right.
8 or something, but all these players will have to share the same island. So, for instance, like I bought Animal Crossing New Horizons, right?
Right.
I am playing on my user on my island, right? And
Right.
you, who's also sharing the Nintendo Switch, will be only able to play on my island. You can't really make your own island.
Really?
Yeah.
That is terrible. Like, I thought the whole point of the game was to enjoy building up your own island your own way, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That really takes away from everything that would make the game fun. I don't really see myself enjoying that. Oh, hey, I noticed that some of your Pokemon have Japanese names. I didn't know that you could read and write.
Yeah, it's because like some of these Pokemon, I'll show you for an example for this one. I've actually got it through Pokemon Home. So Pokemon Home is this application that allows
Right.
you to trade Pokemon with other trainers all over the world.
So you must have somebody who used that language, right?
Yeah, it's interesting because you can just throw like 3 Pokemon into the training area on the trading area, and then the next day you will have 3 new Pokemon and traded again.
I guess like it would also help completion quite a lot, right?
Yeah, that's essentially the main reason why Pokemon Home exists, because people want to keep hunting for these shinies. People want to complete their Pokédexes and all. And this is what I keep telling people, like Pokemon are essentially NFTs. These are the NFTs, you don't really need to go and invest money in virtual currency or Bitcoin into NFTs because you have them right here. These are your NFTs. I mean, these are non-fungible.
And also, while we're talking about Pokemon, like, what is with that team? Is it just full of legendaries right now? Like, are there no Pokemon? What stage of this game are you in right
Oh,
now?
this is as I told you, this is extreme post game where I'm just
Wow.
hunting for legendaries. Like all the legendary Pokemon are available, so you just have to go to this dynamics area and then just catch them. The dynamics area itself is quite different from the usual Pokemon experience where you go into this cave. Do we have time to explore this, or should we check back?
Let's take a look at the other game. Make sure that it's available or what.
Okay.
We are here to see the Hisui region, right?
Yeah, we are not here to see the Sinnoh region. We are here to see the old Sinnoh region. I'm sorry, what was Agala region? Come on. Why can't I play? Come on, Nintendo. Let me in. This is literally let me in.
Why don't we check on the eShop to see what the deal is?
Sure.
It says, would you like to check on the eShop? So.
Oh no, you guys will be able to see my password. I
Not-
restarting the console. Come on. Why would I restart the console?
Hey, I'm willing to try anything. Like literally, let me in. I want Pokemon to run at me like they're trying to attack me. Like that's the experience that we've been craving for the last 20 years.
I agree. Please try again later.
You run away from large Pokemon screaming. That's the dream.
Oh, it says restarting will have no effect on the availability on this content. So let's just keep it till 12:30 and play some Pokemon Sword, and
Yes,
we
I
will
would
check.
love to see you do some battling with some high level Pokemon to see how you can approach it in this game.
Sorry
Are
guys,
there any bosses left?
there are some not bosses. There are some legendaries left that we can explore.
Yes. Some people are raising the concern that the availability might be based on the region of the eShop.
Oh
And
really?
so, yeah, why don't you take a look at which eShop you're working with? I usually do the US. So what about you?
Oh, it's probably the same for me then. Let me have a look. But if it's US, wouldn't it be available right now?
Huh.
So let me check. 1 minute.
All right. Sure thing.
Oh, in US it's like afternoon right now. So, is it possible to change the region?
I don't know if it's possible to change a region to get a game unlocked faster, but hey, I'm willing to try anything.
Wow, I did not expect this happening. Let's see.
Well, on the bright side, we do have the regular stream planned for tomorrow evening as well, so
yeah.
we might have to go into the Hisui region then.
Yeah. So, Imuni, you want to see some legendaries?
I'd like to see some high-level battling. Show me, like, going up against a Pokemon that can really hold their own. I think that would be really fun to see.
Let's see.
A Dynamax adventure.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. This is different from the usual Pokemon. Oh, already have Ultra Beast. Okay, so we are going to enter a Dynamax adventure.
All right.
And don't invite others.
Yeah.
So Mooney, I'm going to check your Pokemon knowledge. So since this is a Steel type Pokemon, who do you think will be good against this Steel type Pokemon?
Okay, let's see.
You have 5 seconds. You have 5 seconds.
Probably the dark one because fire is the one that's good against steel, right?
It's the grass
Let's
one.
go
But
for it.
it's the grass one, but let's go with this.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Good against. Oh yeah, there you go, Magmar, my guy.
So these are Dynamax adventures.
This kind of looks like League of Legends.
Oh my god. With the
Doesn't
lanes and all, right?
Yeah, it's like this top-down view.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh.
Binding of Isaac meets League of Legends.
Yeah. These are the parts that you can take. Yeah.
So basically, if I'm understanding it correctly, you get to make a choice here, and you get to battle whichever Pokemon's there, right?
Yeah, and you can
Oh my
capture
God.
them or not, depending on your preference.
I love this. This is great. We need like ninjas over here.
Wow.
There's a cop. There's like a lady. And then there's you. Hey, it's your guy.
That's Dynamax.
Ooh, what's happening now?
We are dynamic.
It's pretty funny to me that the Pokeball just grew to like a size.
Yeah.
Was different.
I wonder
Wow.
if the game audio is too loud. Is it?
I can still hear a little bit over here, so maybe you could drop it a little, but I'm okay.
Alright.
So it's kind of like a team battle, but with Kaiju.
Yes. I do, yes.
I like this. Yeah, okay. You know, I'm sure that we've seen like a giant octopus on the Power Rangers at this point, and giant crabs. That's just awesome.
Yeah.
Can any of the regular Pokemon really do anything to like a Dynamax one? I mean, it seems so huge.
The thing with this is like only online players or only yourself can dynamic Pokemon. The AI is very bad where these like the people on your team aren't that helpful.
Typical group project. Hey, that's pretty good. I'm also really loving the animations of these moves.
Really cool, right?
They are. They've kind of made a huge improvement from before, but I mean, I'm hoping that you know, the new game looks better than this. I do have some issues.
Yeah, probably. It will probably be better than this. But only
So these Pokemon, by the way, these big ones.
alright.
Dasin,
No,
are you able to capture these Pokemon?
I don't want to catch it. Why would I want to catch it?
I mean, cause you gotta catch them all. Duh.
Okay, audio may be a bit loud. Let's fix. So actually, it seems like my US account is probably. Sorry, my Nintendo account is probably US region, so it's gonna be available tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Mooney, we can just have one Dynamax adventure and call it a day.
All right, fine. So that means that we'll be joining them on our regular time to check out the Hisui region with Pokemon Arceus, Arceus. Which is it, by the way? I really need to know.
How do you even lower the volume?
It's manually through your console, right?
I am lowering the volume manually through. Sorry guys, this is the first time for us like being on the card.
Oh, it seems that somebody finds your audio a bit low, Tahsin.
A bit low or loud?
Low, Low.
Mm.
They didn't comment about me, so I suppose they think I'm fine, or they can't hear me at all. I guess I don't know. Anyway, yes, I agree with you. Let's do a Dynamax adventure, and tomorrow we will set forth into the Hisui region.
Yeah.
And for anybody who tuned in tonight, thank you very much for showing up. And real sorry, time zones are what they are, you know. We are not the masters of time and space yet,
Yeah.
so these problems will occur, but one day. Okay, so electric and ground. What do you want to go for?
I'm going for ground.
We get a lot of water Pokemon, right? So that will be helpful.
Yeah. Oh god, this audio is killing me. Sorry guys.
Now I can hear it too.
So Mooney, what do you think of this new battle system? What are your thoughts on this?
The new battle system as in the Dynamax part
Yeah,
of it?
the Dynamax adventure.
Look, I'll be really honest with you. I think Dynamax and what was the other one from before? Z moves and all of that kind of stuff are just Game Freak trying to innovate on the Pokemon formula without really tweaking the delicate balance that exists between the types.
Yeah.
Like, I've always thought that by making more and more Pokemon and by making more and more moves generation, they're making the type balance like really difficult to maintain, right? I'm sure that there are like a couple of people at Game Freak who have like whiteboards with nothing but like arrows drawn from words like grass, steel, dark, and they are probably muttering in the corners trying to balance all of this. So for me, this is just a cool gimmick, like this game's gimmick, you know. For the next game, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be there. So it's really fun to see this hybrid Pokemon, and that is all I really take it as. I don't take it as any permanent addition to the competitive scene or anything like that. Is that a weird answer?
That's a very lengthy answer. But I
Yeah,
think it makes sense.
I feel like Pokemon as both a competitive thing that a lot of friends of mine do, but also as like, you know, a fun game for kids as well. So like this is just to make it different without making it different. And I guess that's cool. Look at Piloswine. I think he's always been one of my favorite Pokemon just based on how cute it is.
Yeah.
The fact that the gigantic kaiju version just makes it feel even more cuter. It's like now it's closer to my size, you know, so I can just go and give it a hug or something.
Oh, it can like, step on you.
If only.
The thing
Okay, that's weird.
the thing with like these Dynamax Pokemon is there are even like special variations of these Pokemon as well.
Okay.
So that
So, do every single one that's in the game have a version of this?
yeah.
By the way, I know that this game has been out since forever. I just never played it because it never really fell into my orbit. So here I am asking questions. Sorry. Oh
No,
hey, you're the scientist.
yeah, he wants to trade Pokemon for another one. Sure, why not? Oh no, that was not a good trade.
Oh, it's Marowak.
Yeah.
You know, ever since Gen 1, Marowak had like one of the darkest backstories.
Oh yeah, that's true. You know, Mooney, they actually made it darker in this gen.
Oh my goodness, what is that?
It's
Hell,
gross. Yeah.
I like the design. I think it's got this kind of like fluff, kind of grass look to it. It's pretty cool.
You know, like Marowak, you know how it's got its dead mother and all that
Yeah.
lore.
Yeah.
On the new Marowak is actually a ghost type.
Oh boy, so that means this is that one in a sense.
Yeah, it's a ghost type Pokemon with spirits on its like on the bone that it's wielding.
Ooh, so it's ground ghost. That's pretty dark.
Yeah,
Did you think ground dark?
it's incredible. Oh no, there he goes.
So what happens if one of your teammates goes down in this battle?
I will essentially you can safely like die 3 times, but the 4th time you die, you are out.
Oh, I get it. So these people are basically your meat shields. So every time you get taken down, it's one of them that goes.
But the thing is like even if they get taken down 3 times, you are out of the game. Yeah.
Not the same at all. That sucks. But
Yeah.
good luck, huh? But I guess in this battle, because the cop guy's Pokemon got defeated, he doesn't get to have a Pokemon this time.
It will regenerate quite like in 2 turns. It will be back in action.
It will the same happen to you, right? If
Yeah.
you are down, you can still come back in the third.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good.
So our Twitch and YouTube tag will say that we are playing Pokemon Arceus, and I think Nintendo would be very confused as to what's going on. Like,
Well, we can certainly hope Senpai notices us.
oh, it's actually a good thing if they don't notice you, because Nintendo is just notorious for taking things down.
Oh yeah, they are very active with the band.
Yeah. There we go.
Watching you play this game is just making me wish that the other game unlocked, but fortunately we had a little calculation, I guess.
Yeah. There we go. Back to normal size.
Nice. So, what is the in-universe explanation for why these things can become kaiju?
So there is this mysterious energy in the Galar region that makes Pokemon, grow beyond their size. That's the entire story of this Galar region, is where Professor Rose is figuring out what's going on with these Pokemon and why they are, growing bigger. And that's also connected to one of the legendary Pokemon in the Galar region. So essentially there's this energy that's making Pokemon bigger.
Yeah, that definitely final boss material.
It's interesting how different these Ultra Beasts look, you know,
I agree.
compared to a normal Pokemon.
I'm not very big on Pokemon lore, but my understanding of these Ultra Beasts is that they're supposed to be some sort of other dimension.
Otherworldly, yeah, other dimensions.
So Pokemon from another dimension, right?
Yeah,
So that means that like while our Pokemon look a little bit like animals, these things look a little bit more
like
skeptical and
essentially angels from Evangelion.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
I think the concept could be quite fascinating. Does that mean that like perhaps out there in an alternate reality there is another version of Pokemon training where people do the same thing but with really strange polygon-looking Pokemon? Wouldn't that be fascinating?
makes you think, right? There is a darker Pokemon world out there.
Yeah, it's called Pokemon Adventures, the manga. You should definitely pick that up.
Oh.
It's amazing.
That some of those pages, like some of those like material were really dark.
Yikes. Yeah, but anyway, looking at this particular creature, do you know anything about it? Celesteela. I'm gonna assume that it's a steel type of some sort.
Yeah, she is steel type and she is one of the Ultra Beasts I need to catch in order to complete this current quest I am at. There are 11 of those and so far I have caught like 6 or 7 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I guess the challenge here is that you get a team of randomized Pokemon that you gotta make it until the end of the dungeon, right?
Yeah.
I gotta ask, so those 3 battles, 3-ish battles, and now we're at the boss. Is that the entire dungeon or is there more to it?
This is the entire dungeon. This is the final boss. This is the guy, like the Pokemon that you want to catch ideally from this dungeon.
Let's see. Well, then I'm gonna just say this. I think this concept is really great. You know, the idea of there being like a puzzle dungeon that you can go to and fight with random Pokemon. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, you know, either make it longer or make it its own game because that could be really fun. You know.
I agree. And imagine like having these Ultra Beasts with you in Pokemon Legends.
Is that possible?
Eventually it will be possible with Pokemon Home. I think it's gonna be possible.
Wouldn't I need to like program all the animations and everything to them as well? Because if I'm not wrong, all the Pokemon in Arceus, they kind of act a lot more active and more like, you know, like action game characters than these ones are.
Yeah, they do, but I think if they can do the same for Pokemon Sword and Shield, they probably could do for Arceus as well.
Well, let's hope so. The last thing I want is for Pokemon games to kind of segment all of their Pokemon to different games. I think that would kind of kill the whole, you know, trading, joining with your friends, collecting them all aspect.
Yeah.
Although, there, they haven't said gotta catch them all since Pokemon Ruby Sapphire. And I don't think like I noticed until somebody pointed it out to me.
Oh
Did you
really?
know that?
I
Yeah,
actually.
They quietly retired that because they realized, hang on, it turns out you can't catch them all. Literally, I mean, how are you gonna catch a Celebi, right?
Yeah, I thought that was the point. To, catch them all is the point of Pokemon.
Not anymore. In fact, I would say that them kind of saying that in the beginning kind of put them in a bad situation because that means that in every game they make, they gotta port over every other Pokemon they've ever made, right? To the national deck. Now, I understand why people really want it. I do also want it too, but I think that it's a lot easier to port over Pokemon when it's just sprites compared to when they are like, 3D models like this.
I agree, it's a lot of work,
And to be fair, I'm not saying that fans are wrong for asking for it. I just think that Game Freak is the group of people who put themselves in this situation, so they should do better. Like, this is the worst place to talk about this, but if you're really thinking about a comparative franchise to Pokemon, Digimon is one. Now, I'm not saying Pokemon and Digimon are similar in any way in terms of story or whatever, but they're like a monster collecting thing, right? But
Yeah.
with every Digimon game, they never really set this expectation that you get all of the Digimon that previously were there. So even if a few fan favorites return, they get to do their own thing and focus to make the animations of each one that is there better. But here, the expectation is there that you gotta catch them all, even if the company kind of silently kills that phrase. Everybody knows that when it's Pokemon, you gotta catch them all,
That's interesting, and I heard the latest Digimon game was also quite good. Cyber Sleuth.
Yes, I haven't managed to play through it for a very long time, but what I did play and see of it, I really did like. It seems like a really good Digimon RPG that you just kind of throw yourself into. Now, here's a thought for you, Dustin. With Pokemon Arceus, God, what is it? Anyway, with Pokemon Arceus coming out, what do you think about the Pokemon series moving to this Legends kind of format where you don't have all the Pokemon every time, but the ones you do have are really well animated and maybe you can trade between games over time? Would that work for you?
Yeah, I would be. That's actually good because even with Pokemon Sword and Shield, like originally the game came out in 2019, right? And
Hmm.
since 2019, they have like steadily developed the.
Congratulations.
Yeah, there we go. We've fought an angel from Evangelion. I mean, I'll tell you, Moni, and I'll show you as well.
This is a Nier Automata boss. Come on, look
I
at her.
agree. I agree. I'll,
Simone. Name her Simone.
I don't know why I'd never really named any of my Pokemon. I'll show you like
Oh,
why.
wow, really?
Yeah, I
That's,
mean,
that's terrible. Come on. If everybody knows that, like, when you nickname your Pokemon something awesome, they do better, right?
yeah.
That's I'm kidding. It's not a thing, but it just feels good to name them. Okay.
This is straight up like my favorite feature from Pokemon Sword and Shield, the camping
Uh
feature, and I'll show you why. I mean, look at
huh.
this. You're just chilling with Ho. Look at this.
Hey, it's Ho-Oh.
Look at this.
Groudon.
Look at this. These are legendary Pokemon. Come on. I mean, if they can do this in Sword and Shield, I'm sure they can do more in Arceus. Like, this isn't day one. This is like 2 years later, but still, I mean, look at this. It's amazing. It's brilliant. And you have
Oh,
an,
look from Spider-Man running back there. Who's that guy?
it's an Ultra Beast.
Wow.
Look
It
at
looks
this.
so awesome.
You can even play fetch with these Pokemon. Look, Groudon, go fetch. Why would you want a? I never realized Groudon was actually that slow, Moni.
I mean, this is the guy who created the ground, the earth, something like that. I assume that like he's a kaiju, he's Godzilla,
I,
right?
I don't think he's very smart. He missed the ball. Or
No, no, no. He's took it over.
is he picking it up? How is he gonna pick it up? Let's see.
Mouth, hands. Come on, vote in the chat. I don't know.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
He's slowly kicking it. What? Did he eat the ball?
Oh God.
Did he eat
He-
it?
I think he just popped the popped the
Oh,
thing.
oh, he
That's one solution. Where's the ball?
ate it.
You're supposed to fetch the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to be worried about its surroundings. Okay.
Hey, isn't this really cool? Like you can really spend time with your Pokemon. Like okay.
I gotta ask you this, alright? Like on the surface, this looks really cute, but
Yeah.
like, how deep does this go? Do you get different reactions from different Pokemon, or is it just a set of reactions?
So-
And why was the dragon just chilling in the background?
That's
Okay.
Rayquaza. So the thing
Yeah.
is, when you
Is it different for different Pokemon? Like, is it very generic?
the thing with this camping feature is that once you catch Pokemon, there's this hidden stat called Bond. So the more time you spend with these Pokemon, the well they do in battle, right? So camping is actually one pros of camping is like your Pokemon gain experience and that they can level up. But the other
Right.
thing is like their bond with you grows stronger, and then they will do in better in battle where they will be able to evade attacks, and like they will like there's this thing where they will listen to your shout and they will evade attacks and whatnot, but it's not actually you the player screaming at the Pokemon. It's just an
It usually
in-game
is.
thing, yeah. And I'll show you one more thing. You can actually cook.
Alright. Also, that Pokemon, Electro from Spider-Man, their cry is like the scariest Pokemon cry I've ever heard.
I
Oh my God.
agree. I agree.
What
It
the
counts.
heck?
Oh,
That's cosmic horror.
Aminta
Also-
says it's 10 a.m. Maldives time tomorrow. Moni,
Looks like we totally miscalculated, y'all. Sorry about that, but hey, we will make do with whatever we can, and we will definitely see
I
you
mean,
tomorrow.
come on, I don't think it's a complete loss. We've got to spend some time with, like, how many legendary Pokemon was that? That was so Groudon, Rayquaza, like, I mean, come on. It's not a loss.
Rayquaza is one of my favorite legendaries, by the way. I don't know if you feel the same way.
I
Which
agree.
it brings up a good question. Do you have any favorite legendaries? What are your
Entei,
Oh, really? How is what?
Celebi,
Uh huh.
and Rayquaza is a favorite of mine because he has a really cool short in these YouTube, like Pokemon shorts. What do you call Pokemon Generations? I think it's called, where like they show Rayquaza just around, like swimming around the earth, and there's this one trainer. There's this Rayquaza, and like Deoxys is fighting in like space. Like
Oh,
that
yeah.
that blew my mind. That was like the best animated Pokemon battle I have ever seen. It was amazing. It was brilliant.
I gotta check that out. I know Rayquaza from one of those Pokemon movies. I think it's called Destiny Deoxys.
Oh yeah,
It had Ash and all in it, right?
yeah.
But it was fun enough, and it was pretty awesome. And I also really liked Entei because of the Pokemon movie 3.
Oh
I thought
yeah.
that was.
That Pokemon movie was deep, man. That was a good movie.
Yep. But sadly, I think that's a fake Entei because it was just unknown, right?
Yeah, it was an unknown.
For a Pokemon movie 3, I guess. Sorry, guys. I know that some of you are really big Pokemon fans.
Well, here we are cooking for our Pokemon.
I like that it's like a like a tactile involved process, so you have to actually do stuff.
Yeah, it actually feels like you are spending time with these digital creatures, and you are really bonding with them, right?
Hmm.
It's amazing.
Right now, it's a little basic compared to the standards of gaming overall, but this
Yeah,
is a big leap for Pokemon. So I think that is something that we need to be a little conscious of. It's something that I think of when I think of like other games also that have made similar leaps in their own franchises, like
yeah,
SC5, for example, right? That game, by modern standards, has some things that you can really criticize by saying, yeah, JRPGs have moved past X. But for SMT, it's a big step forward, So overall, I think it's good to appreciate something like that.
yeah.
Which
True,
is this
true.
game in a nutshell. I mean, I have quite a few problems with some of the promotional ways that the company was handling this, which is why I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
But overall, I still think that it's a big step forward, though.
Uh, this is like Pokemon
Some people
camping
know how you
feature.
got Groudon and Rayquaza. Now there's a question: how did you get Groudon and Rayquaza? You didn't pull any nasty tricks, did you?
Oh no, these are all available from the Pokemon. So there's this Pokemon 2 DLCs, right? The Isle of Armor and the Crown of Tundra. So once you complete these 2 DLCs, you get an additional quest where you are tasked with going into these Dynamax battles in order to find some mystery Pokemon from outer space. And in these quests, you encounter these different legendary Pokemon. Not some
Right.
legendary Pokemon, all the legendary Pokemon are. Yeah, yeah. This is
Oh,
the.
also,
Yeah.
just to answer something, I think it's Fear Me Now X. Yeah. By the way, we tried to play Pokemon Arceus, but it turns out that we got the store wrong and the timing wrong a little bit. So we are playing Sword right now and licking our wounds. You're welcome to join us, of course.
Yeah.
I'll be properly doing a stream of it tomorrow. I hope that clears any confusion.
Why don't
Yeah.
we just check?
We thought that it would be coming out at a certain time, a local time over here, but it just didn't work out that way,
Yeah.
unfortunately. And we're just kind of stuck with the Arceus thing. It's not a deliberate attempt to mislead anyone. It's just bad luck.
Yeah, what can we say? Just, happens.
PG, I suppose. But hey,
Yeah.
tomorrow, though, tomorrow, what was it again?
10
Tomorrow,
a.m. Tomorrow 10
uh,
a.m. I mean to say.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Pokemon fan, I would recommend you Pokemon Sword and Shield, because the state of the game right now with all the DLC and all the legendaries in the game, like, I strongly recommend it because you can actually spend a more interactive time with your Pokemon compared to other games. So it's
And I
it's
will, yeah, go on.
it's a like a feel good Pokemon game where the trainer Leon, the final boss, not the final boss, but the gym leader. You actually is an interesting guy, and all the four gym leaders are actually quite interesting and fascinating. And once you beat the main game, I'm telling you, this game will really open up, and like it will be hard. It will be very difficult. Really challenges you.
I'll say this, all right. While all of that does sound really good, there are also a lot of criticisms that are levied towards Pokemon Sword and Shield. So before you make that purchase, do take a look at a few of those. It
Yeah,
might be a good idea to borrow it at the very least. I think it's worth playing, but I wouldn't say it felt like it was worth owning at the time. But
yeah,
Arceus, though, because of how big of a departure it is at the very least, is worth looking into. I don't know.
I
Me,
agree.
I've seen play it first so that I can make the decision to buy it or not. The answer is yes, but there's like a yes question mark at the end right now, and so
Well,
the screen to get rid of the question.
I've already pre-ordered it, so I can't really say anything about it. This is Mooney. I'm going to tell, like, I'm going to explain Pokemon Arceus in the most basic terms. This is Legend of the, well, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild meets Dark Souls of Pokemon.
Okay, why is that?
Because there are these noble Pokemon in some areas, like bosses, right? So you
Hmm.
can't just go in and battle them like the normal battles. You first have to weaken them somehow by throwing some special items at them, and all this time they will be attacking you, so you have to dodge their movements, and you
I
have to,
see those parts of the trailer, so that's what that was about.
yeah, that's what
Okay,
that was.
okay.
And after that you'll be able to engage a battle with them and fight one on one with.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah. Let's get to that tomorrow. So tomorrow morning 10 a.m. You guys can join
Hey, I
us.
so we will be announcing our stream sometime tomorrow, so keep an eye
Yeah,
out. In the meantime, I think it's a little early to say exactly when we will be streaming, but tomorrow, you will be able to know from our socials. So just keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, Tausin, thank you for the tour of Pokemon Sword and showing me basically what looked like an angel from Ava as a
I,
Pokemon. That was
yeah.
great.
You're
I look
welcome,
forward
Moni.
to exploring the new region with you tomorrow, though.
If you want to borrow Pokemon Sword, I think I have the physical copy with me as well. Oh no, it's not a
Right.
physical copy. It's a digital copy. Sorry, Moni, I can't give you a Pokemon Sword,
You made me excited for 1 second.
but I
So
can give you Xenoblade Chronicles, the definitive edition. So,
the first one or the second one, because I currently have the second.
oh, then I can give you the first one. I have the first one.
Okay, okay. Well, I'll think about it. For now, I gotta finish one of them at least. But
Yeah.
anyway, that being said, guys, thank you for joining us once again. See you tomorrow.
See
Like
you
definitely.
guys tomorrow
Okay.
for our official Pokemon Legends Arceus stream. And thank you for sticking with us for Pokemon Sword this time. I hope you got to spend some quality time with some of the legendary Pokemon in the game.
Yep. And sorry about the time mix-up, but one day soon.
One day. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us and have a great night and see you guys tomorrow.